Got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
On the ground to third. Knocks it down. No throw, and he's on at first.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Line to left, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Up and in, ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And he deals. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The pitch. Laser could be extra bases. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a good eye there.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Missed with a changeup. 2-1. Lindor leads off second with nobody out. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 gone.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Here's Starling Marte. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Luzardo with a throw over. Lindor back in there. 1 out and a runner at second. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. He's trying for third. Fouled off. He was late.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Swings and lines one towards the gap, and now maybe extra bases. Throws to second. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Now it's DJ Stewart. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Kicks and deals. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with the cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, but I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two outs. Just missed.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Hit hard. That gets through. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag, and he's in there.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Man at first, Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That's off the mark. 1-1.
1-0.
Wouldn't chase that time. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Sanchez raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill, a soft-tossing lefty, just like you, Chris, Jose Quintana.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Luis Arias in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Quintana, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a four-seamer, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Tim Anderson. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Arise gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And they'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
Batting fourth.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
And now it's going to be Jake Berger. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins leave one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here in Miami, and now the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
Luzardo back to work. Bader, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that one is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Jeff McNeil stands in. A double and a run scored his first time up.
McNeil.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Line drive and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Chisholm Jr.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nimmo makes the play, and there's one down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
And now for the Marlins, Brian De La Cruz. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now at the plate, Jesus Sanchez. That one at the knees for a strike. Quintana, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Avisail Garcia up to the plate. That just misses, and that is ball one. And another ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that will end the inning. One left for Miami. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Top half of the third inning. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Luzardo back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Just missed.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Flips it behind his back, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. So a man aboard. Here's Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the inside corner for a strike. Lindor gets his lead at first with nobody out. The next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And another ball.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Marte, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The pitch. On the ground, 2 ball. And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
The batter, the designated DJ Stewart.
Now it's the DH, DJ Stewart.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A gigantic blast. It's 8-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jesus Luzardo out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Trevor Rogers.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Now a fly ball to right center. Sanchez ranging after it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Flied to right his first time. That one pushed to the left and foul. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
On the ground, right side. A rise. In plenty of time to first, 2 away.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And now Bader up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Foul ball there.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Big time blast for the Mets, a grand slam. It's now an 8-0 game. Back after this on the show. As we go to the last of the third. And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Nabs it, and there's one down.
The batter, number 3, second baseman,
Luis Arraez stands in.
Ryan.
1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Just missed. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson, the next to hit, struck out looking in his first at bat. On the ground, McNeil gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
The lefty fires. And that one clips the corner. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind and the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 1 for 2. That one called a strike. 0-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Short hop liner handled it short. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco
Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And the count is 1-1. The Mets up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 8 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Bell. as the lefty gets to work. That's in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Good eye on that spot.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Now
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Now here is Jake Berger.
Ball one.
A little bit high, and it's 1-0. The pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here it comes. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Up next for the Marlins.
Man at first. And up next for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly
0-1
efficient this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
A big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Well, interesting. He's looking very
Now
comfortable
batting.
out of the stretch
No left
after
field.
giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
On the ground, right side. They take the force out. Third out. Marlins leave 1. Still 8-0. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. The wind of the pitch. Outside corner, there's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Weathers, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Next pitch is outside. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Marte in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a foul ball. That's a little bit low.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Sanchez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 outs,
DJ
base is empty. DJ Stewart now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Stewart measures 6 feet even,
0-1
30
now.
years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one
ball,
almost got him.
2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and that's a fair ball.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Two outs and another ball. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Just missed there. Boom. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble, large. First and second, 2 down. Brett Beatty will hit next. That one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Into center and a base hit. Stewart around third. Now a long throw home. Safe.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So first and second with 2 outs. And the batter now, Harrison Bader. First pitch misses. Alvarez, the lead runner at second. Baden at first, 2 out of the inning. Ground ball left side. They get the force. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. The pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Wouldn't chase that time. And the pitch. Stays alive. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Garcia in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Fish with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. That misses, and that's ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering upstairs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
That one ripped left field, and it's off the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. The tag out.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the ditch. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
And now Luis Arias. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Strike 1. A big swing and a miss.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Almost got him. Man on second, 2 down. That one lifted to left. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. The run comes in from second. It's 9-1. Two outs, runner at first. Tim Anderson, the next up for the Marlins. And a strike on the outside edge. Arias leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And now the lefty. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Josh Bell. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch, and that is that. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5. It's the Mets 9 and the Marlins 1. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And he deals. Fastball in for a strike, going 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
kicks and fires.
Ball, that's low.
Lined into left center, base hit.
The batter, number 1.
So man aboard, Jeff McNeil getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Man at first. So up next for New York, Francisco Lindor. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. 0-1 now. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at first, one away. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-1.
He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And Ryan Weathers is coming on. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Weathers.
Bases empty, one away. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Outside low, and that is ball 1. The pitch. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that's outside.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you can tell that hit.
And the throw to first is there to put an end to the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. On to the bottom of inning number 6. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And here is Jake Burger.
Jake Burger.
Quintana back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Here comes a pitch.
Ball.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
And at the plate for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor. Now the throw to first on the run. Yeah, there's 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now the left fielder, Ryan De La Cruz. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Whips it to first. That's out number 3. And the Marlins down quietly. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Back here in Miami, top of inning number 7, and now the Mets DH, DJ Stewart. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. De La Cruz hauls it in for the out. And a quick out number 1.
The catcher, number 4,
Francisco Alvarez. Up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And he swings through that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Got him swinging.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Left-hand batter waits. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Left-hand hitter waits. Up and in. 1-2 the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they go quietly there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 11 and the Marlins 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. That clips a corner. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So now the DH spot. Avisail Garcia.
Avisail Garcia.
Strike on the outside. 0-1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
The Mets up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Next to hit, Nick Fortes.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez puts it away, and that'll do it. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 11 and the Marlins 1. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Weathers, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Weathers fires. That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they add a run. It's 12-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo. And that's in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just outside. The count now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And a pitch. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 gone now.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a good eye there. Misses outside. 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. Chopper right side. Arise. Tosses to first. Lindor retired. And that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Jorge Lopez, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Smith also throwing. And here it comes. That one ripped. Bader right there to make the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
So up next, Tim Anderson. 1 for 3. And ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kicks and deals. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. The other way, makes the grab for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Bell in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And takes low for ball 1. That one hit to right. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And now Jake Berger. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike. Bell off of first with 2 away. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 outs. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time.
The count is full.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 1 left for Miami. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. The wind and the pitch. That clips the zone, and that is strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
The 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Not even close there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2 on the way. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Chisholm going back, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack one on the board. It's 13-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Anthony Bender on a pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 down. So up next for New York, DJ Stewart. And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. That ball misses. 1. And 1-1. Right back to him on the mound. And 2 away now.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. A strikeout and a walk. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Number 62 preparing to come on if needed. Number 53, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the ninth. Next offering in there for a strike. Slider right there. Ball one there.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jake Diekman.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. As the lefty gets to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Oh, and 2 now. Good eye right there. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, the left fielder,
Brian De La Cruz, the next up for the Marlins.
De La Cruz.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Center field. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 12.
So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And that's outside. Just missed. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one fouled off. 2-2. One strike away. That's off the mark, and the count's full. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now. But